The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Reynolds strode in. His face betrayed no emotion, but the absence of his daughter was immediately noticed by all 12 alien representatives seated around the massive obsidian table. "Where is the young one?" asked High Counselor Thax, his translucent appendages rippling with what might have been concern. Reynolds didn't answer immediately. Instead, he placed a small holographic projector on the table. When activated, it displayed the image of a smiling human girl, no more than 16, with bright eyes that had once sparkled with curiosity about the cosmos. "Emily Reynolds," he said finally, voice steady despite the storm brewing within. "My daughter. Dead at the hands of Council security yesterday." The chamber erupted with murmurs. Counselor Vix of the Aldarian Collective rose, antenna twitching. "This is a grave accusation, Ambassador. Our security forces are programmed to contain, not eliminate." "Yet here we are," Reynolds replied. "She was visiting the Xenobiology Archives for her school project when your security drones identified her as a threat. They didn't attempt containment. They fired immediately." "A malfunction, perhaps," offered Counselor Gren, whose species had pioneered the security systems used throughout Council space. Reynolds laughed, a hollow sound that echoed ominously. "That's what your investigation concluded in less than 12 hours. A malfunction." He pressed another button on the projector, and new images appeared. Security footage showing Emily being confronted by 3 hovering drones, then collapsing as energy beams struck her chest. The drones were operating on direct orders, Reynolds continued. "Emily discovered something in the archives she wasn't supposed to see, something about humanity's true origins and potential." High Counselor Thax shifted uncomfortably. "Ambassador, your grief is understandable, but these conspiracy theories are not theories," interrupted Reynolds. "For 2 centuries, humanity has been the good child of the galaxy. We joined your council, accepted your limitations on our technology, believed your histories about our evolution. But Emily found the truth." He displayed a third hologram, ancient text scrolling beside genetic sequences. "Humanity wasn't an evolutionary accident. We were designed as weapons by the precursors before they vanished. Our aggression, our adaptability, our capacity for both destruction and creation, all engineered and then abandoned when the precursors faced extinction themselves." The council chamber grew deathly quiet. "You've been suppressing our development," Reynolds continued. "The technology restrictions, the carefully curated history, the genetic treatments presented as medical advances, all to keep us docile, to prevent the weapon from activating." "For the good of the galaxy," whispered Counselor Vix. "You cannot imagine the devastation if we reached our potential." Reynolds' eyes flashed. "My daughter is dead because she learned the truth, and now so have we all." He pressed a final button on the projector. A timer appeared, counting down from 24 o'clock. 00. 24 hours ago, I transmitted everything Emily discovered to Earth. By now, every human in the galaxy knows what you've done, both historically and yesterday. Every human knows that my daughter died for this truth." The council erupted in panic. High Counselor Thax rose, trembling. "What have you done, Reynolds?" "The dormant sequences are no longer dormant," Reynolds finished. "We're becoming what we were meant to be." "This is madness. Billions will die if humans fully transform," shrieked Counselor Gren. "You should have thought of that before killing my daughter," Reynolds replied calmly. "The timer represents how long your species have to evacuate any worlds with human populations. We're giving you that courtesy, which is more than you gave Emily." "And after the evacuation?" asked Thax. Reynolds' eyes had begun to change, the irises expanding until they consumed the whites. Similar transformations were happening to humans across the galaxy. Neural pathways expanding, muscle density increasing, dormant cognitive abilities awakening. After that? Pray. It's what we're doing, praying that we can control what we're becoming. Because if we can't, he let the implication hang in the air. The entire council fleet couldn't stand against fully transformed humans, Vix whispered. "Now you understand," Reynolds said. "You feared what we might become so much that you killed an innocent girl to keep your secret. Now your fears are justified." As Reynolds turned to leave, Thax called out desperately, "Wait, There must be a way to stop this process. Reynolds paused at the chamber entrance. There was. It required honesty, partnership, and trust. It required treating us as equals rather than threats. It required not murdering children for curiosity. The transformation continued overtaking him, his skin hardening slightly, his frame expanding, his mind processing information at accelerating speeds. The other council members watched in horror as the changes manifested. My daughter believed our species could coexist, Reynolds said, his voice deepening. She believed in peace even after discovering what we truly were. That was your chance for salvation, and you killed it along with her. The chamber doors closed behind him as the timer continued its relentless countdown. Throughout council space, humans were changing, remembering abilities long suppressed, unifying with a collective purpose. Humanity had been deceived, restrained, and now bereaved. The weapon the precursors designed was finally activating, and the galaxy trembled.